Hello, everybody. You know what I think I need to do? I might write this on my list. I want some outro phrase for vocal streamer so that I can end streams more smoothly. Yeah. Okay, how's everybody doing? It is Thursday, and I have just a gigantic to-do list. Peace out, Girl Scout. Whoa, yeah. Gonna Gonna definitely say that every day. Adam is going through the massive amount of accumulated to-do items in this document. HTTPS today.adamlearns.com. Hey Paris, this afternoon he's going to try a co-working stream again where there will be dedicated focus times and dedicated chat times. Okay. See if your jump time notifications work. Yeah, let's see. Hey, yo. So howdy, everybody. By the way, yo, I sent you a DM on Discord. That's why I called yo out specifically. Thursday, yeah, to do bus in the morning. Make sure to get the co-working scene set up. Yeah, I think we're just gonna dive into this and we're just gonna see how this goes. There's probably gonna be some development tasks, some just amount of organization stuff that I need to do. So I think, hey, Tolos. By the way, we haven't bought that cat bed yet that you shared. We did buy a cat tower because the cat is jumping up on our kitchen counters and we think she just wants to be able to like see us and what we're doing. So we're gonna give her a tower, an Eye of Sauron, just whatever she needs. A bunch of orcs. All right, so I want to go to the stream tasks section and kind of. Actually, I don't know where I want to put this. These are the things I want to do with Godot. Jax, thanks for resubbing. Respondability. Okay, cool. Yeah, and by the way, no pressure whatsoever. Yeah. Get an iPad instead of cameras on the ceiling. Actually, I wonder. So we haven't tried putting like bird YouTube videos or something on, but I wonder if she would be interested in watching. I mean, I wouldn't obviously put cameras on the ceiling for this, but I do wonder, like, would she know? Would she care? She looks in the mirror sometimes, and she doesn't seem like spooked or shy or anything. So I have, where did VS Code go? Oh, here it is. Okay, yeah. I have the stream tasks list, and that's more for things. Actually, what is this? What is in this list? Let's go find it. Stream tasks. Design the lunch game, copy RPi stuff, multiplayer crane game, high level plans, podcast. What else is in this one? It's essentially just make a new channel at this point. Automate the running of Jump Royale. We pretty much did this, right? Yep. Move this to done. Make interview question compiler. You know what? I think this is fine. Let's just add this stuff. Godot. So stream tasks. Learn more about Godot multiplayer. Okay, and then we're just going to cram in all of this stuff. Now, unfortunately, this won't copy totally correctly. Oh, wait, it did. Oh, nice. It knows. Just doesn't know about the bullet points. I want to look at this, try out network physics, try out this. Okay. There we go. I think that's good. So now we can delete all that from here. We're going to cut down on this list one way or another. Brothers dogs watch videos of dogs on YouTube. See, I think that can be interesting because you might not want to put them in contact with another animal, or maybe you can't do that. You don't want to like adopt another pet. So it allows them to see things they otherwise couldn't see. I feel a little bit bad because we want to keep our cat as an indoor cat, but she sees birds and bunnies outside and she seems to really want to go hunt them down. So all of these stream conclusions that we talked about, I definitely want to save somewhere. I think at the very least, we should save it in the stream of consciousness doc. This one. And this is technically from yesterday. All right, so let's paste all that here. This is from the conversation we had about the direction of the stream. So I do want to file these notes, and I just need to figure out how I'm gonna do that. What are the action items from here? So let's try to dilute this, or not dilute this. What is the word I want to say? Extract all the content from. I don't know what I was trying to say. Let's get this over here. Okay, so need to carve out time for tasks that aren't getting done. That is something that I've already learned from when I needed to make YouTube videos. So co-working stream again, we're going to do this afternoon and try a few of them. So I guess I should write that down at the bottom here. Maybe we'll just write experiments or something. These are ongoing experiments. Godeek, thanks for resubbing. You just hit 3 years. Good to see you. 3 years. Man, it's just crazy to think about that. Someone clicked the button 36 times. Someone emptied their entire wallet. These are ongoing experiments that should be removed from this section when they're over. Yeah. So one experiment was keeping this public, and this was as of yesterday. So why date? Okay. Then as of today, that's not how we do that. As of today, it's going to be whatever I just said. What did I say? So co-working, yeah. Try at least 2 to 3 real co-working streams and see how they go. I want to stay productive, but I also want company while doing it. And I think this could be an interesting structure to explore. Yeah, I am really grateful for yesterday and the amount that we chatted about this stuff. Because I think there are some ideas that you sort of know to be true, but you need a lot of convincing. And all this stuff I mentioned about Twitch and how like Twitch isn't great for growth and monetization. This is my thought. Oh, C Sharp Fritz, thanks for rating. I was almost about to say thanks for subbing. And welcome in, everybody. I am doing a bunch of random stuff today. If you go to the link in the today command over here, you'll see a document. This document is like 12 pages long, and it's just stuff that comes up while I'm streaming that I think, oh, I'll tackle this later. Well, later never happens. So later has finally started to happen today. And that's what most of today is going to be about. I've just started the stream. It's going to be 3 hours of doing this with me sharing my screen. And then in the afternoon, I want to try co-working. I'm the same way. I think really every streamer, and especially every sort of developer, you get some amount of tasks you want to do afterward. And as a developer, some of those tasks you just can't do while you're streaming. So yeah, I want to finally get to this. I hope your stream went well. Thank you for the raid. Use GitHub issues for that. Then folks can key in background info or links to suggestions. So I'm also using GitHub issues. I mean, I guess technically it's inside of a project. So that way I have a list of like, here are things I'm doing, and I can drag them into the in progress section or something like that. But some of these are just not easy to do while streaming. And some are impossible to do while streaming. Like there were some I needed to modify something about OBS or I don't know, or show private things. I don't know. Anyway, that's what we're going to be doing today. So this is kind of like a chill stream as a viewer. You're probably going to see me do some development related tasks, but it's going to be all over the place. And for example, yesterday we had this long conversation about the future of the stream and just content creation in general for myself. And my general stance on all of this is I like Twitch. I like streaming. I think it keeps me accountable to what I'm trying to do and it keeps me motivated. And yet I don't think it's great for growth. And C Sharp Fritz, I don't know if you want to chime in on this at all, but basically what I've seen is in at least software and game development, there's sort of a ceiling that you'd hit if you were to just start pulling people in through Twitch. And I think if you pull people in through other platforms, that ceiling raises and raises and raises, and there's essentially no limit to that. It's like if Taylor Swift started doing software and game development, she wouldn't have 500 viewers. She'd probably have 50,000 or 100,000 viewers. um, anyway, so I think that means to prioritize other platforms. And this is what I was just about to say right before the raid is there are ideas that I've had tossing around in my head that I've sort of convinced myself on, but I haven't fully accepted it. And I think this is what I was trying to say here is I think I realized this a while ago and I just never really did anything. And I kept thinking, no, there's more to this. I gotta keep grinding. I gotta keep putting myself out there and someday this will happen or here's what's going to change this eventually. And it's like, I think I've been streaming for long enough now where I can say I need to do something differently. She would so use Java. What does that even mean? I don't know enough about Taylor Swift to be able to. Oh, no keyboard cam is just a mistake. Where is that? C922. Yeah, every once in a while this just doesn't show up. Let me try that. There we go. Viewers can't search for our content on Google and find our Twitch streams. Even if they could, I'm not sure how many people would be really looking for it. I think you sort of need to convince people that they want to watch software and game dev streams. You've seen other creators talk about this. They often position Twitch as a means to drive people to YouTube or other content with better monetization. I have some thoughts on that too. Develop it. Thank you for resubbing. Welcome back. You're almost at the year mark. So I think it's usually like one platform for your mainstay activity and then one platform, or I guess just say like one or more. I'll just say other platforms for growth. And so I'm not actually sure where I want to direct people. And I've heard people say you should have some just completely like a monetarily viable platform for directing people to. And so for a lot of people, that could be something like Patreon, something you have full control over. And when I say full control, I mean Patreon is not like an advertising platform. You don't go to Patreon and say, who can I subscribe to today? You go to YouTube and you say, who can I watch today? But you don't go to Patreon and you're like, who can I give money to? At least I don't think people do that. And so that's generally a platform where it's like, you're not at the mercy of some algorithm. So for me, I don't know where I want to direct people necessarily, but the way I'm looking at my own stuff is Twitch is for content generation and company. And then other platforms are going to be for the like polished content. So this is how I'm looking at things. Let me delete all this other stuff there. Or let me just move this into another tab. I know my head's blocking it. Now, this is my brief summary of how I feel about everything we talked about yesterday. And we're just filing away some of the conclusions, and then I'll move on to other tasks that are in here. I fix this by telling myself I don't need viewers. It's just for me. I believe it sometimes. Yeah, and I think this is something that's almost impossible, especially as a new streamer, to really convince yourself of. I think people say this a lot, and I'm not throwing shade at anybody here, but I think it's a very typical thing to be like, I'm just going to stream and see where it goes. But then you're looking at view counts and you're looking at like, how did that stream do versus that stream? We're in a very analytics heavy environment right now. I just read a news article about something. People are using AI to test the effectiveness of something. And I was like, of course this is going to happen, but I don't remember what it was now. Anyway, picture, I guess as a more concrete example, picture something like Netflix. Netflix has data on everything. They know when you tune out, when you tune in, and they can manipulate shows into having moments at the times when you would have tuned out to try to keep you there for longer. And I think there are some shows that I noticed where, hey, this seems like it was algorithmically driven, that they thought, hey, we're going to make a new episode here and maybe that'll increase viewership. Now, that's some speculation on my count. But the point was, we have data for a lot of things we didn't have data for. And if you were doing something like this somehow 60 years ago, now you couldn't stream 60 years ago in the same sense you can now. But if you could, you wouldn't have that data. And so you'd just be like, well, I'm just going to do what I think works. And you'd kind of have some hunches and you'd maybe figure things out. But yeah, it's hard to ignore all of the stats completely because you know that that's generally what leads to growth is following data and not following gut feelings. Core platforms are where we can be discovered and offer folks a live stream when they're engaged. Yeah, and yeah, certainly. And it's hard not to try focusing on improvement. I feel like there's this there's this psychographic of progress chasers, and I've started mentoring on the stream, and I feel like most of my mentees, I only have three, so it's hard to say if at least two of them, but possibly all three of them, are progress chasers, and myself too. It's like, what's the next step? Okay, I accomplished something. Where do I go from here? And when you have something as easily quantifiable as a viewer number, it's easy to be like, that line needs to just keep going up. So yeah, bigger streamers in the category are streaming 8 to 10 hours a day every day. That's not sustainable. I think it can be sustainable for some people. It all depends on what your balance is. You know, we talk about things like work-life balance, and your work, if it's 8 hours a day for 7 days a week, it probably just means that your life is a little less diverse. And for some people, they're probably fine with that. I mean, pretty much everyone who eventually becomes like a VP or a CEO, they generally are more skewed toward the work side of work-life balance. And if that's fine and that works for their life, then great. So for me, that would not work. I was streaming at most 32 hours a week, and that was already too much streaming, I think. And so now I'm aiming for something more like 24 hours a week, and that's a lot more doable. And I make YouTube videos for like 1 day a week, and yeah, it's been pretty interesting. So yeah, that's the summary of a lot of what happened yesterday and things that have been just tossing around in my head. And I'm writing the conclusions somewhere. I don't know where I started writing them. Oh, something else is wrong here, isn't it? Profile. Yeah. So we're doing the co-working stream. Figure out how to improve these. I think that's pretty important. See how they go. I want to stay productive. See how I can improve these. Yeah, and if after a few of the tests I don't like it, then maybe consider taking a morning. Maybe consider doing something like body doubling on Discord. Yeah. Find that streaming makes good supplementary thing if you stream the other work you're doing. Also, yeah, sorry. Forget hey. Hey on YouTube. If the other work you're doing, but if you're trying to make a living off of it, I don't see coding on Twitch as a viable alternative to a real job. Yeah, I agree. I don't think any kind of streaming on Twitch is a viable alternative to a quote unquote real job, especially for developers. I really want to know the stats on this. What is the curve on income for Twitch? So there are numbers out there for how many streamers there are, right? Number of streamers on Twitch in 2023. Okay, about 100,000, an average at any given time. So never mind. I don't know how many streams there were. Over 7.3 million channels streaming on Twitch each month. Okay, whatever. There's a ton of streamers, right? And so if you think about it, let's just take a number, 5 million. Of the 5 million, there's probably something like 4.5 million are making no money. So you just immediately cut out 90% of them. Yeah, and so how many are making any sort of meaningful enough amount of money? And you typically get to numbers that are like, okay, well, the top 1% or something. But I think even in the top 1%, it's more like the top, 0.4% are probably making more than minimum wage. That's my guess. I don't know what the actual stats are. Follow a lot of art and making folks. They don't make their main income from Twitch. Yeah. Yep. Going to focus on growing his stream for the next few months and reevaluate having a real job. 4-hour streams 4 times a week. Yeah. Well, it's not just the impact on money, it's the impact on mentality. The leak a year or so back revealed the curve. Wasn't that only for like the top 100 streamers though? Or did that leak everybody? Nearly 8 million streamers. Okay, yeah. Anyway, my point was, regardless of how many there are, there could be 10 streamers. And of 10 streamers on a platform, you're not going to have 9 of those people making tons of money. It just doesn't work that way. Yeah. Only 10% or something are even affiliated. Yep. Leak was top 10K, I see. Yeah, well, it's interesting to think about that stuff. And so for me, like I said, 2024 is not about making money. It's about figuring out what do I want to do and then figure out how to make it so that I can do that for many, many years. And then afterward, it's kind of figure out the money part. Maybe that's a bad idea. We'll see. Okay, so I wrote this stuff down. We probably need to take a morning or afternoon off. It didn't work for making YouTube videos. Maybe it'll work for the post-stream tasks. I think we're going to delete this now. Still need to figure out collaborations. People want this content, and I want this content, and I don't know what to do or how to do it. So this should be in a community meeting. So we're going to say for co-working tasks, these are things I want to do off screen. Co-working task will be write a schedule for the community meeting. And I want to talk about collaborations. Here's what I think would be cool. I think it'd be cool to say submit or like sign up for a code review slot. And you submit a GitHub repo and a time and I don't know, your Discord name or something like that. Well, date and time. And then maybe like what you're hoping to get. Yeah. My focus in 2024 is to get my YouTube presence improved. It's working and I'm seeing my social media presence improving. That's really cool. Do you want to link your YouTube in here? I mean, feel free to do that. I also want to check it out. Yeah, so imagine if we had a form like this and I just go through every once in a while. I guess maybe this wouldn't even be date or time, just availability. And then I could take some of these projects on. I'm not sure. Anyway, we'll have to test this out. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Fritz. I will hit subscribe, but I'll make sure I'm doing it from the right account. Otherwise, I'll never see your content. There we go. Okay. Yeah, and I'm also working on the YouTube front as well. It's been the way I always looked at this is I sort of incidentally made YouTube videos, but it was mostly just VODs from Twitch. And this is just not great content to consume for most people. So now I'm trying to make better content for YouTube. And I think it's going well. I think I just need to keep at it. Anyway, let's see what else we have here. So need to figure out collaborations. People want this content. I want the content. Yeah. Viewers and I want this content, but I don't know what form it'll take. Maybe I should have a code review sign up form. Thumbnail with a circle and a red arrow. Oh man, I wonder if there's an evolution of that. What will tap into our brains even more? More focused discussion segments in my stream that I know I can cut into smaller videos and share for more impact. Yeah, and a lot of that comes down to like that work for me is always very uninteresting and I just don't want to do it. But then hiring an editor to do it is like, well, do you trust their direction? How much money do you want to spend on this? How much money are you getting from this in the long run? And it's easier to justify if you already had, let's say, 1 million subscribers and you're like, well, I know how much I get from a video. So if I give 20% of that to an editor, then cool. Now I free up a bunch of time. I do that in a heartbeat. Love to see my code torn apart. I definitely want to do this sort of thing. So if you're interested, I'd say join Discord for sure. And I'll eventually share more information there. What I have just done very recently, maybe yesterday, is I scheduled the first ever community manager meeting. And we have 5 volunteers, and they actually volunteered back in 2020. And I'm just now, after 4 years, I've scheduled the first meeting. So it's going to be on Saturday. And we're going to meet for, I don't know, 30 to 45 minutes. I just want to talk about like how do we get the community engaged? And I've always had people joining Discord. It's, you know, many people per stream day usually, or I don't know, it depends on the stream day, but and I've just never really done anything. It's just been a place to chat, and it's been more and more active, but it's not like there are events or something that I'm doing. And the last big event that I did was the Code Jam, and that was a lot of fun. And we had 8 people participating, and then myself. So I'd love to do another one of these. And now that people have seen what it's like, I think we would probably get like 15 plus people. And then I think we could do something like take one of those projects and develop it. So set up a team and set up some structure for doing this. So yeah, I'm excited. I have a lot of plans. They were a waste of money at your size. Yeah, yeah. This is the way I kind of look at my YouTube videos right now, even though I'm trying to grow, is they're throwaway. Like it's sort of like if you had the best idea for a story, you shouldn't make that your first novel. You should probably write something else that's trash and just learn the ropes and figure out what it's like to publish. I think it's the same thing with YouTube. It's like if you have 500 subs or you have 5,000 subs or something like that, your videos aren't going to be seen by a lot of people. And so just make stuff. That's kind of the approach I'm taking. You have more than I do. You have like 12 or 13,000. But um, yeah, I I want to keep in mind what my expectations are and what they should be. And eventually I'll run out of ideas. And I was talking about this yesterday too. And then it's like, how do you generate more content? And that's where I think Twitch comes in. So, okay, when it comes to branding, don't worry about this. Yeah, I think this is a good thing to keep in mind. Okay. Yep. All right. So it said choose a long-term project to stream, interact with chat a bunch, and just talk more. So this was another big conclusion from this. I want to write this down somewhere. Write some of the big conclusions from the direction meeting. And let's see. People want to hear my opinion more. This sounds self-centered. So maybe weave in more talking and have the development take the back seat. This would have been a problem in the botland days, but it shouldn't be as much of a problem now. I always compare this. This is like my dog bed analogy, which is you get a puppy and they sleep in their own little puppy dog bed. And then they get older and they think, oh, that's still my bed. I'm going to sleep in it. But they're like 3 times the size of it now. And dogs don't realize that they've outgrown that thing. Well, I think we don't realize when we've outgrown something too, or which requirements have changed. So yeah, back when I was making Botland, it was really important that I didn't deviate from the development of Botland. Botland was the thing I was trying to monetize, the product I was making. And so if I took time away to start chatting for 2 hours every day, it's like, well, Botland's not being made. Well, maybe that's not so much of an issue anymore. Maybe if content is what I'm making and development is a happenstance of that, maybe it's fine. Yeah. Okay, so talk about day-to-day stuff. Okay, let's delete this. What if you made a stream per week with a mini lesson or lecture, something I'm knowledgeable about already? Okay, I want to test this at some point, and I don't know how we test it. I wonder what would be a good topic to start with. Like, hey, I'm going to do a stream on X, and I don't mean Twitter. Power Down says, thanks for cheering. Fell asleep in the Windy waiting room, missed start of stream. I was not streaming, I think, when Windy ended. But thank you for the bits. It's good to see you there. It was fun hanging out. I always really like Windy's content. I think he's very entertaining. Yeah, when would I try this and what would the topic be? Because I want to give this sort of thing a shot. And how is this very different from, let's say, group mentoring? And what happens if chat doesn't bite during that time? Hey, Tim. Yeah, I agree. Windy is awesome. All right, let's think about this for a minute. What would this look like? So I pick a topic and I ask chat to get involved somehow. I guess I would need to advertise this stream ahead of time. And then, yeah, what if chat isn't that engaged? What if they ask other questions? How is this different from group mentoring? So yeah, those group mentoring streams I did a long time ago were pretty much just, hey, I'm a developer. I've got some expertise. Ask me things. And people did generally ask things. And then after doing a few of those sessions, I noticed there are a lot of the same kinds of questions. And they started to get a little bit more boring for me for that reason. And that's what led me to the one-on-one mentoring. One-on-one mentoring is so much more engaging because you're talking to one person, you're actually talking to them, you're seeing them, and you're getting to know how their life is going. And there's a much more dynamic aspect of being expected to give them specific advice because you know how their life is going. Whereas with the group mentoring stuff, where some random person shows up in chat and they're like, how do I get a job as a junior dev? You don't know them. So you don't know where they live. You don't know how many times they've tried before to get a job. You don't know what their education is or what projects they've done. And you can kind of ask those questions, but then there's also a bunch of other people chatting at the same time. I wonder if that's what would happen with this too. And I see this as a really good way of testing when I've tried to learn something myself. I think I'm leaning toward not exactly doing something like this. I think this is close enough to what my content would be if I were learning something. E.g., I've just learned, say, I don't know, pick a technology, whatever, Astro, and I want to open it up to other people to be able to ask. Yeah, I think I'm going to delete this one for now. Okay. Perhaps you need to start off some 1-week projects, leave them to the community to develop, and then merge changes and everything. Yeah, I think the other conclusion here is the mainstay content can still just be development. It's just, yeah. If I start managing a big project or a game or something, I don't need more than a few hours per week of content out of that. Yeah. I had originally thought that it would be my primary gig. Okay, done with that. Now maybe don't specialize, leave under groove. Yep, I think this is important. I think this is part of the tenets already. We have this here, mix it up. And I had this written at some point in here, like big projects. Maybe if I search for the word year. No, maybe the word big. Out of curiosity, is this even searching through notes? If I search for the word really, does it find it? It doesn't? Huh. It doesn't search through collapsed sections. So I probably should search for the word year now. Well, now it shows up, but it's not what I was hoping for. I don't know what words I used like a year ago when I did this. Oh, well. Yeah, oh well. Whatever. Yeah, I think this is part of Mix It Up, though. But I think the reason why it's Mix It Up is twofold, and I don't think I've captured that here. Don't do the same thing day in and day out. Do game jams, try taking more breaks, start a new segment of content. Yeah. So this is for 2 reasons. I don't want to get burned out on any one form of content, but also experimenting is how I'll figure out what else I like or could create content on. Yeah, there. Hey, over for you. Time to start adding dates to your notes to make them more findable in later searches. So this is something that I find rather unfortunate about Google Docs. There's no way to just see when did I write this line, but Google Docs does have a version history. So that information is there somewhere. And if you were to look through the entirety of the version history, you could find it. But there's no quick way of doing that. And OneNote had a quick way of doing it. And that did come in handy sometimes. Now, whether or not it should be searchable, I don't really know about that. Because to be honest, it might not have ever been in this document. So I don't know what I would have searched for exactly. But yeah, don't specialize. So that I think falls into Mix It Up. PR requester walk you through their changes. Yeah, so I think code reviews are definitely something good. I want to do this. Yeah, maybe code review sign up form. And then also expanding on a jam project. Excuse me, had to sneeze. All right, perhaps one of the participants for a jam could take on maintaining. Sourcing from a jam doesn't need the official rules. Yep. Group project like you did from this. Yeah. So I think these are pretty good. We're going to put this down in the thing to talk about in the community management meeting. Cool. Actually, I'll just put this down as group project. There. All right. Could do group-based jams. could just be a gem where the project has to be done in a group of people. Yeah. All right, only just join, could read trending articles, but limit the amount of time I do it for, use it as a lead-in for other content. I think it's pretty interesting. Could look through trending articles and just time-bound that segment. Excuse me. It could be a lead into other content that I want to highlight. E.g., I start a stream by looking into that and maybe get ideas for what to develop, or yeah, I don't know, something like that. Love high quality reaction content. I don't even know what high quality reaction content is. Yeah, what is it? What makes it high quality? I feel like the person has to be knowledgeable and a good speaker, and maybe that's what makes it high quality. Does it have more to do with research? It's provocative. Isn't that a movie quote? What if we submit projects for you to review? Yep. So that is definitely one of the things I want to take a look at. And then this idea I think is pretty neat, which was get an AI to help with my life decisions. I want to try that out at some point. Try giving an AI specific enough prompt so that it can act as a life advisor for the big decisions that I feel fatigued by. Yeah. Content is just reading an article saying, wowzers, Nito, brother, man. Going to the next one and then turning that into a YouTube video. So you mean dissecting it, right? Yeah. People would probably want me to dissect and understand the content. Hey, Neuron, think you want this command? Okay, cool. Well, we're done with that. So now the to-do list is down to 8 pages. Oh, man. All right, cool. At some point, I've got a lot more to do there. All right, what's this about? These notes should probably link to Abbott or whatever if they haven't already. Yep, let's go do that. Mini PC. So running Ansible, I think we go over to the Abbott repo. And somewhere in here I have some Ansible stuff. This. Yeah, I'll just link to this. I use Ansible to set up the machine for Abbott. See the scripts here. Hey, 715-209. Yeah, is there anything in particular? Yeah, at the very least, we can use it to install a bunch of things. At the very least, it can install programs like BAT that I use everywhere. Yeah, and so let's copy paste this and maybe change this up. Yeah, so set up or like install, I don't know, set up mini PC. There. Become yes, install packages, and we'll just put a few of these. I don't think it's very important to have all of them. Yeah. Cool. That's pretty good. Good. Recently been considering moving to Ansible for my web presence. Currently on a managed kube cluster. Would love to see someone using it in the real world. I used Ansible way back in the day for setting up some machines, and I think, like, let me give some context around this. Oh, also, what's this doing here? I guess it's from OneNote originally. Context is I bought a mini PC and I wanted to set it up, and the mini PC is just running Docker containers on it. So whether or not you're running Kubernetes, you at some point you have just sort of like a bare bones machine, and it needs an operating system, and that install I just do with a USB stick. So after that, now I have Debian running on it, and I have no programs. And so whether you're going with Kubernetes or you're going with anything else, you at some point need to install that first thing that you do. And so that's where Ansible can come in handy. What mini PC is it? Check out the mini PC command. Oh, I also got it, Mac. Nice. What do you use Ansible for when you do? So the script that I have, I'll paste this in. This is what I'm using Ansible for now. And it's basically installing Docker and then everything you see in here. So installing a bunch of programs like sudo and btop, and then checking out the code that I have, calling into that Docker setup, that's a different file, and then installing Watchtower so that my Docker images get automatically updated. Now I have a public repo with all my dot files and secrets. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's great. I think it's really good for machines that you set up yourself on your own network, or maybe you, I don't know, make cloud VMs all the time. Although at that point you could just capture an image that the VM can use. But yeah, for setting up a physical machine, definitely helpful. Okay, so now they do. Now this is done too. Nice. All right, take care, Patootie. All right, so simulcasting. Let's figure out what this is about. Biggest question, is it helping at all? Am I getting new subs or more watch hours? I think we kind of looked at this yesterday. Let me go to YouTube Studio, although I don't think this was easy to find. There's somewhere for analytics. There was somewhere to see subscriber count per video. See more do. This is, okay, this is, I guess, what I want. So when did I start live streaming on YouTube? Maybe about a week ago? What's yellow here? So none of the live streams, none of the live streams. Is this even... I don't see any of these for live stream. I don't know. Anyway, I think it's something I want to keep doing. Hey, Remy. What mini PC did I buy? I was looking at them last week. Yeah, I've got the mini PC command there that Mac linked in. That's the one you were looking at. Yeah, it's been pretty good. I just did a video on it too. It's in that command. Just upgraded you to a 2-in-1 package where you get 2 views for 1 Remy. Thanks, Remy. I have a lot of containers to wrangle. I was considering having them be individual programs running on a single beefy VM with an Nginx instance to reverse proxy traffic. Sort of going back to how I used to do things, but with an Ansible script to actually manage it instead of easily outdated Docker every right. Yeah, I think that's the biggest benefit of this. A doc can get out of date. You can forget how to do things. You can miss steps. But with an Ansible script, hey, Brom, with an Ansible script, what's nice is at some point, if I wanted to, and I'm probably not going to do this, but I could take the mini PC and I could say just wipe the whole thing and rerun the Ansible scripts. And it should provision the machine how it used to be provisioned. Now, it's not going to do that exactly because there are some secret files I never did, and I've got some manual. Yeah, I got some manual actions. Wow, he works here. If it does, it's through an extension because I'm not seeing anything for that. If you don't mind me asking, do you take for everything you learn? What do you, I think you left out a word. Do I take for everything? You mean notes? Plus I get a staging build locally without having to manage my own queue cluster. Yeah. I tend to take notes. Yeah, I tend to take notes for practically everything I do, not even just things I'm learning. Like, look at this document. This is whatever 8 pages of me writing a bunch of stuff down. So is it helping, and do I want to keep doing it? I think are 2 different questions. And I think there's a low enough cost where I don't think it's a question of should I simulcast. I think there are some things to figure out though, which is how can we make it better? So let's ignore this part for now. So what kind of tooling do I want? Showing YouTube on stream. There is not a critical mass of YouTube chat. Excuse me. It's something like probably 10 or 20 messages per stream, which is very manageable. But the problem I'm having is that I have to have a window open for it. I definitely don't like that. And I don't like using Restream. Do I like re-review them or it's a habit now? Well, right now I'm reviewing them. But if you're talking about notes for something like this, the mini PC, I will probably not look at this again for a long time. But in the last week, I've shared this with 2 separate people. So they can help other people. And that's another reason why I take the notes. Yeah, how many breaths I take. There's no chat solution that merges YouTube and Twitch chat. There is, but I can't show the merged chat on stream because it's against the Twitch terms of service. So I can merge them for myself, and I just need to be careful never to show that to the stream. Also, the part of the problem with merging it is I certainly look a lot at Twitch chat, and I look less at YouTube chat. So a merged chat would not make it clear which YouTube messages I haven't talked about. Get merged YouTube Twitch. If only you could. If only you could. Now about the note-taking thing. This is something that in March I want to start making my organization course. And I don't know when it'll be finished by, but I've been planning it for a long time now. And that is going to be, I keep saying it's going to be my magnum opus. Thanks, Brom. All right, let's go back to this. So showing chat on stream, even just linking to chat, apparently the link changes. Yeah, so I definitely want to work on some tooling for this. And I think we need to do this. Maybe I should put aside the Godot stuff. Maybe we get back to improving the stream. Yeah, I think so. I think we should do this starting on Monday. Are there any Jump Royale PRs right now? No. So we could work on some of this tomorrow. Oh, Rami, I have both windows open, and as long as I see movement out of this side of my vision, then I know to look over there. All right, navigating the YouTube chat. I can write a script to get the current live stream URL. And then bot commands on YouTube. I'm a movement app. I see it, Tolhove. No PRs, where's Darkstorm? Darkstorm mentioned something about not wanting to get burned out, which is a little concerning for me because this is a fun side project, I hope. So I hope they're not burning themselves out working on this because that is not the goal. I'm not sure if it's allowed to show it merged on stream. I'm waiting for that to change. I just think it'd be so nice to just have everything showing there on the stream. I'd probably even change my whole layout for that. Dutch have taken over. It's about time. Made some combined chat thing for himself. The thing is, a combined chat thing for myself is doable. I could have that off screen, but I technically already have that in the form of Restream. I think making another one could be kind of interesting. But yeah, YouTube chat is just not so prevalent that it's an issue yet. Yeah. Oh, or both mods, you can ban every non-Dutchy. All right, so I think we'll do this starting tomorrow. I guess tools for simulcasting. Let's write it in the, you know what? I keep looking at this expecting a link to be here and it's not. Stream tasks should be on my homepage. We'll put it maybe right between these two, yeah. Okay, so add link, stream tasks. And I guess I want it like there. Okay, so that's homepage 1. Homepage 1. All right, so now I can click this and go to my stream tasks. And I want to add something for the simulcast stuff. Do I already have something about this? Hey, try another co-working stream. That's in progress. Interview question compiler, solution for mass emailing people, high-level plans. I don't have anything about simulcasting here. Really? Really? How do I get to this issue? Here we go. Simulcast. Huh. I know Coding Garden combines YouTube and Twitch chats. Is it a partner thing or something maybe? I don't know what Coding Garden does for showing on stream, but it's the showing it on stream part that is the problem. So if you look at the Twitch simulcast, yeah, rules or guidelines, And it's kind of unclear how this works. I've shown this a bunch of times on stream before, but it's this section. You do not use third-party services that combine activity from other platforms or services on your Twitch stream during your simulcast, such as merging chat. So they say you shouldn't do this. Now, they also technically say third party. I guess you could sort of argue what third party means. Maybe you're like, well, I'm a first party because I made the service. But I think they mean just not Twitch services. Oh, he shows it on stream too. Okay, yeah. I mean, look, the way I interpret this is it's violating the guideline, but I don't know. It might not be a violation. And also, Twitch has never really enforced those guidelines for a lot of these things. So, um, yeah. Yeah. In Abbott, I wrote something about simulcasting. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I think I wrote it for any tasks I may have wanted to do that are bot specific. Yeah, here. Consider which tools I'd want, figure out what's even allowed, aggregate chat for myself. Maybe I want bot responses to commands to be per platform. Need to track view time. What do viewers feel about it? I'm going to delete that last bit. I've interpreted it as it doesn't apply to me since I signed a document requiring exclusivity, which is the section just below that. And you never got the email or something? You should probably email Twitch and ask, hey, I never got an updated contract. Because let me see something. Because I mean, I also signed an exclusivity contract a while ago and they updated them all. There's some way that you can see your current agreement that you have. I don't remember how to do this quickly. I know we talked about this a little while ago. But yeah, I would definitely email Twitch about that. They should get back, within a few days or something, and they'll probably be like, "Oh yeah, we updated your contract. Here you go." And try it. And I got an email. It felt a little weird. What did the email say? Was it like, well, there's a process for this, or were they like, no, you can't do this? Okay, so thank you, Develop It, for pointing this out. I think, let me read this again. I had linking to the chat and then getting bot commands to work. So I think as a stream task, I need to know that I want to prioritize this stuff. I think we'll just write it down for Friday. So morning, get bot commands to work on YouTube. I don't know what that's going to take. Oh, tried contacting without response. Also got the email you mentioned previously, but it feels ambiguous still. The email is about the contract being updated? Because I think they've made it clear. They had a blog post as well somewhere, and maybe it was that thing I just showed. Do I have that open still? No. Twitch simulcasting. Did they say something like some blog post they had on it? It's not that. One of these things must link to a canonical article, right? No, stop moving links around when I'm trying to click things. Twitch announced. No, that's not it. Oh, here it is. Yeah, updated our simulcasting policy to allow simulcasting. As of today, you can now simulcast on any live streaming service. So look, I would take this as a, hey, you got the email, the contract has been updated. There should be a way through Twitch to see what your current contract is. And it should just link to the boilerplate one that everyone has. No, it's okay. I wanted to talk about this because I know this has come up a couple times. Should probably just go with the ask forgiveness route. To be honest, I don't think that'll ever happen. I don't think Twitch is going to be like, ooh, this person's streaming on YouTube as well. I think if you were like ninja level, 70,000 concurrent viewers, and you did have an exclusivity contract, then something might come up. But I don't even think it's going to, and I don't think it's against your contract right now. Hey, Scoreline, it's going well. I am pretty happy to be just kind of getting through this list. Every once in a while, man, I don't know if this is a problem or not, but I generate all these to-do items, and then they eventually start causing me stress when they get to be too much. And the reason I say I don't know if that's a problem is because uh, should I be just prioritizing them differently, or I don't know. Yeah, tomorrow I think we're gonna do this. Get bot comments to work on YouTube, and then the other thing I want to do is be able to navigate to YouTube chat, and that's something that maybe we can do today. See if I can write a script to navigate to YouTube live stream chat. Maybe it's a command line thing. Yeah, just select all, delete. Okay, so we'll do this. We'll copy paste that. And we'll delete all of this. Is there any other tooling I would want for it? I have no idea. Oh, you haven't been around since a long time ago, Scoreline. Okay, sorry. Yeah, there was for a while. I was like, okay, I'm keeping track of which names I've seen and which ones I haven't. Yeah, I've been back now for almost 3 months, but I was gone for 3 years before that. But those made separate to-do files per project, and that helped me significantly. Then I pay attention to what I'm currently focused on. Yeah, and I've kind of done that too, except for this is the dispatch to-do list. So whenever I'm in the middle of a topic and I'm like, oh, hey, whatever this is, totally off topic, you should check out this thing. I'm like, okay, whatever, throw it on this list. So I don't tend to organize things as I add them. And that's maybe part of the issue here. But anyway, that's why this stream exists. Okay, so restream. Do I want to use it? Do I want something like this? This is that module for OBS, right? Wait, what is this? This is not that. This is the module for OBS. Yeah, I think I want to switch to this. I don't think I want to use restream. Yeah, so I think we have two things we got to do in the private section of today. Oh, wait, we can't do that. This needs to be off stream because I can't ditch restream as I'm using it. This is one of those impossible to do tasks while I'm streaming. Okay, well, I'll write ditch restream. So there's that, and then revoke any keys on Twitch and YouTube. It used to be called Krabby. I don't remember that name. I'm sorry. For whatever reason, I feel like I remember Scoreline, but I don't remember. I hadn't remembered whether you'd been back since I came back or not. Just saw the Obsidian bug line. Did they reach out to you about that? Did they like the clip? Oh, I don't know what happened. Let me see this one. I never followed up on this. No, I don't see anything here. There's a notification though. What's that? Earned first share? What is this thing? Dismiss. Okay, well, whatever. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Let's keep looking through this. So ditch this, ditch permissions and keys. Yep. Yeah, and that should improve the lag that we see. Actually, maybe I should test it before ditching stuff. Yeah. That's probably a good idea. Okay. Write a calendar reminder to revoke keys after confirming that I can simulcast without restream. Sounds good. All right, still need to change the database from foo and bar to be real credentials. I'm honestly, I feel like I'm probably never going to do this. It's definitely something I should do. Can you easily rename a Postgres database? Rename database? I would expect you to be able to do that. Alter database, rename. Yeah. Time to test foobar credentials. It's only for this database. Quoting is required when the name has a capital letter in it. Okay. So how do I change the password of a database? Change name. I guess I'll do it this way. Change password. Yeah, 5-second change, procrastinate for 6 months. It's only been a maximum of 3 months. PostgreSQL change password. What am I even connecting with right now? PGCLI, foo, Postgres, and bar. So I need to change I don't need to change the user, I guess. I just need to change the, what is that? The database and then the password. Yeah, so how do I change the password? Alter user, username with password, new password. And then delete your history. Hey, Foobar Bass. Account created 11 days ago. Interesting. All right, so change password. Make sure to, well, change name of database. Make sure to delete the Postgres history after doing this. So where do I want to do this? I guess for the production, I guess I should do it for development as well. Oh man, I probably also use it for the test database. Although for the test database, I don't really care. Code, Avid, package, database. All right, so somewhere here we're gonna find foo. Where is it? Yeah, this one. So this one's it's called foo test. Oh wow, that's great. I should call it Abbott test or something. Oh man. All right, well that's gonna be annoying to do. We should probably do that today. Probably break everything in the process. Make sure to do this for development databases, test databases, and production. All right, let's bump this down the list. I didn't expect the list to be this long. There. All right, incorporate Hideo's suggestion of doing git push, reading the failure. Okay, this is what we're gonna do right after my break. We're gonna write this script, but it's break time. So, is it jump time? It's jump time. Hey again, everybody. Close the game. All right, let's get back to this script. So incorporate Hideo's suggestion of doing git push, reading the failure, and automatically trying again after a GitHub auth switch if it didn't work. Okay, so we're going to go to any repo that I don't have access to. So botland, I guess. And I'll do a git pull here just to make sure. Repo not found. Yeah, so if I do a git push here, it should say the same general thing. Yep, git remote -v should show it's Adam13531. Yeah, in fact, actually what I could do is I could read that remote. And if it, no, it's not worth it. Yeah, okay, so let's do this. So if it says repository not found, then we'll just try a GitHub auth switch after that. So Z shell read output of command. Oh, you know what? Let's see how much we can get AI to do for us. Was it me or was the audio and music in the jump game really distorted for most of it? Yeah, did anyone else see that happen? Okay, so we're gonna edit Z shell. Yes. And we're gonna make, what am I doing here? A GitHub push, I guess, a git push. Function. How would I even, I would need to alias git push to be this thing. Maybe like maybe I do like a git push with retry. Git push with auth switch. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Well, another part, I wonder how much of it has to do with restream. Probably not much. But I want to stop using restream, so latency to jump royale should be lower. Interesting. So we can make sure, we can check to see if it's a 0, and if not, we can do gh auth switch and then git push again. And say something here like colorize, push failed, trying, switching auth, and trying again. Okay, that's, I mean, that's pretty much it. What would you use versus restream? There's this plugin for OBS. Where is it? This one. Yeah. And I will put this here. Yeah, so I'll probably use this, and I will just stream directly to both sites myself. I mentioned this before, I've got gigabit internet, and your upload is very little other than when you're streaming, basically. Like most of the time, you're not uploading major files anywhere. So right now, I am streaming at about 6 megabits per second. And since I've got gigabit, that means I could just do 6 to Twitch, 6 to YouTube, 6 to every other service. It's also going to be more compute, but this computer's pretty beefy, so I think it should be fine. Yeah, idle time is at like 87%. So I'll try it out. Guess that requires twice the upload speeds. Oh, you're a max. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it would require twice. Also, I would say if you're only going to stream to 2 services, it's not really a big deal to use Restream. It's free. It was easy to set up. It's got some tooling that kind of helps for updating the titles or reading chat. The only real issue I feel like I'm having is it's higher latency. So when playing Jump Royale, people's commands aren't going through as quickly. And that's it. I don't know. The other thing too is you'd have to start paying money if you want to stream to more services, which I don't think I do. I think for now it's just YouTube and Twitch is fine. Okay, so I got this. I never tested this out. Let's go try this. Latency issues are an issue already without using Restream. Because I was going to say, I've got an extra service in between me and viewers. So it goes from me to Restream to Twitch to viewers. And if I cut out Restream, I'm going to lower that latency. But if you're already doing this method, there's no real way for you to lower latency, I guess. So I think the only way we can do what I really want to do here is alias Can you alias things with spaces? Linux alias with space? You need to use. I would need to alias Git itself to use my thing. Yeah, okay, fine. Let's just do that. Okay. Hey, Chilo. Hope you have a great stream. Saw you added some stuff to Jump Royale when I last tuned in. Yeah. It was mostly, I think, Darkstorm and Smooth adding stuff. Although I did add some things, I suppose. But yeah, there is the ability to, is this all written here? You can change your character using the choice command. You can change your name color if you're a subscriber, and you can change your glow color. So you might have seen that my name color, well, I wasn't actually playing, but you might have seen like Mac's name color is purple. Just type name color purple or something like that. But when it gets off by even a little, it's pretty rough negative impact. There used to be a way to turn off low latency mode so that you'd at least have a consistent viewing experience no matter what. I wonder if that would be better. Yeah, notice the glow first. Yeah, I really like that. And I have a branch where you can start throwing fireballs at each other at the end of the game, but that is not live yet. Okay, so we're going to put this here. We're going to make function get. And if the argument is push, then we do get push with auth switch. And do I need parentheses? I don't think I actually do. No, I don't. Otherwise, we run whatever they were going to do anyway, right? Get $at. Let's try this out because I do not know if I'm doing this correctly. So let's go to Abbott and let's do get status. Maximum nested function. Oh, whoops. Yeah, right, of course. I want to call the non... Ooh, I guess that's where command is needed. And I need to do the same thing here too. Oh, this is going to be a mess. It's going to be a total mess. I don't want to do that. Because everywhere that I write get needs to be this new thing then. I don't know. Maybe I alias get and then I don't have that problem. I'm gonna see. Is that a thing that I can do? So I'm gonna just call this alias get, and then we're gonna alias get to alias get. All of what I just said is correct there. Yeah, this. I don't think that'll work. I don't actually know though. Get status. Nope. Oh well. All right, so how do we stop that? I guess, okay, something else we could do here is we could just remove some of the UX of this and not try to do things this way. Or maybe there's some way to call into the underlying get executable. If I type command get here, does this actually work? Did I try this? Source z shell get status. No. Although, wait a second. What? It says alias get still. Oh, nice. That does work. Well, 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 well. Okay, so we are on the correct... What changed here? I shouldn't have changed anything. Oh, I accidentally saved. Okay, I'll just check out that file. Packages, database. Good. All right, we go back to... What's a repo here that's not botland? I don't want to mess up something. Actually, there should just be no changes, right? All right, let's try it out. Get push. Maximum nested function level reached. Because this is going to try get push, yeah. All right, source bash, and try that again. I know it's my Z shell RC, but that's what source bash does. What? Yeah, what? Why did that not work? Oh, because this is get and not HTTPS? Oh, come on. All right, let's go over to Adam13531 and then go find botland. There it is. And then get this link. Okay, now get remote set URL to that. Now we do a git push. And it works. So if we do a GitHub auth switch, then another push. Nice. Okay, that's a point to Hideo. Gift Hideo 1. Oh, you know what else I want to do? I don't know if I already said this. Something about gifting points. Yes. Yeah, I do have it written down. All right, we're going to do that probably next. Now, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to cruise through some of these items, get this stuff done. So note that command is necessary to avoid. Oh, well, that's pretty good. All right, and I'll do the same thing I normally do, which is detect, git push, and when it fails, switch the user that I'm logged in as. Yeah. This is because I push as 2 different identities and hit this issue at least once per week. All right, let's check that in. Open repo. Uh-oh. Guess we need to go open a repo. That is not what I meant to do. Code Adam S. Good. Okay, now we can see the change. This should not be here yet. This also, fine, let's just make 3 separate commits. Okay, so let's just check this in. And we'll say add aliases to unquarantine and approve. This is for unsigned code. Okay, so that's commit number 1. Now commit number 2 is this. Stage. Update pronunciation file location. Okay, and then commit number 3 is this. Switch GitHub auth on failure to push. Thanks, Hideo. Okay, cool. And sync those changes. Easy peasy. So for anyone curious what that was all about, I have 2 identities on GitHub. I have Adam Learns and I have Adam13531. And the problem is I have repos for identity A and for identity B. And I am never the one that I think that I am. So we try doing is a git push, and if that fails, then we do a switch and then another git push. And that's it. So pretty simple in theory, pretty simple in practice. All right, so point stuff. Make a.bot.land/points, change the numbers before each name based on actual ranks. We already did this. And then in the result of a successful gift command, show a link to a.bot.land/points. Also, probably make that link into a variable. Yeah, let's go do that. So code abbot rg bot.land. There is nothing other than just the quotes. Interesting. Okay, then I guess we gotta go do this. All right, so in this code, we have a success message right here. Gifted points, new total. See point rankings at https a.bot.land/points. I know I said make it a variable. I'm not doing that. And that's it. That's the code. Easy peasy. We'll just keep saying that after everything I do. I guess we should click the link and make sure it works. Yeah. Fantastic. Look at that beautiful site. Add link to a.bot.land/points. When successfully gifting points, I figured it would be nice to advertise to everyone the rankings. All right, well, let's sync and then we can test it out. Ah, you don't have permission to push. Just wait. Hold on. I'll do get push from the command line. And would you look at that? Magic. It switched to the right identity. Could add something if they move up a space in ranking, like just a basic plus X. Oh, that's actually pretty interesting. Show their rank directly in chat, like you are rank number. That's kind of cool. I like those. I like that idea. Okay, you know what? Good idea, Vafi. Let's give you a point for that. Okay, so new task. Show the rank of someone, or show the rank and the rank change of someone when gifting points. All right, this is going to be a little bit harder to do because right now, modify points returns just the number of points you have. And now it's going to have to return 3 numbers. Have to return your old rank, your new rank, and the number of points you currently have. So this, instead of promise number, is going to return, do we have like a type thing here? I guess I can just do this here. Export interface point change result. So old rank number, new rank number, and then new num points number. Okay, now modify points. Oh wait, we can't put this here. We gotta put this in bot storage layer. Yes. Except for we need to put it there with the entirety of the interface. All right, so point change results goes here. And then same thing over here. Where is point change results? Modify points. Then we need to import this. Okay, so this returns new num points. We need to get their rank before we do anything here. So this selects their old number of points. We need to get their old rank. I do this down here with this dense rank thing. Okay, well, let's just copy paste the whole thing and then prune it down to what I need. So select from points. Join users dot points dot user ID on user ID. I'm getting more points. So I just want the points for this user. Okay, let's just track this through in the database. If you want to otherwise just do a command that returns their points in their current position. I think just fetching their rank is a good idea. Wasted the point you could have tested with. I mean, I could just test it again in a second. Let's see, gift Voffy 0. Yeah, see, there, it worked. See point rankings at this. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Look at it. Look how amazing that is. Voffy's there on the board. Cruel. Is it cruel? What? I gave them a point. Now I'm just giving them 0 points. Can you take away points? I can, yes. But you need positive points to show on the leaderboard. So if you had negative points, you wouldn't show. I was joking with a friend yesterday that what if I only subtracted points from them so that the absolute value would still be correct, but they'd be always the lowest on the leaderboard, and I just wrote a custom clause for them. So show the rank and the rank change. Yeah, let's get back to this. So we were going to the database and we were going to see what table do we have? Select star from points. What does this look like? It has a user ID, and the user ID is a UUID that points to the user's table. And then we correlate that to their Twitch ID. Why do we join on Twitch names? I don't need this. I need the user correlation stuff. Wait, do I have their UUID? I do have their UUID. I don't need this at all. I can just do select their points. Okay, delete all this, I guess. Okay. Good. Now, how do I do? I guess we need the same order by that I would do. And then where what UUID equals, actually this isn't UUID, it's users.id equals this. Okay, and we say this is like rank response. And now what's this problem? Twitch names.name. This shouldn't matter. Your name doesn't change, or the name doesn't change your ranking. It just changes what order we show these in. These are all alphabetized, right? Where's that? Like everyone who has 4 points, A, F, H, I, L, M, yeah. Okay, good. I don't think it would encourage bad advice if you don't show up on the leaderboard when you have negative points or 0 points. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is even correct. We're gonna definitely need to test this, but this is how we get their current rank, and this should probably just not even be here. This should probably be something like this: get rank, get point ranking, and we pass in a UUID, which is what? A string, and it returns a number, well, a promise number, I guess, and it takes in a transaction. This is not easy to write. It's this, DB or TRX, yeah. Okay, so now we move this up to here. So we get the response, and then we return something from this. What is this? It has a rank. We return its rank. I guess execute select first or something. Execute take first. Now what does response have? Response. Can this be undefined? It can be undefined. How could this be undefined if you don't have points? If you don't have points, your rank is gonna have to we'd return not a number. We could just return -1, I guess. Yeah. I'll think about that in a sec. Okay, now let's come back to here and let's write const old rank. Oh, it already knows. Wow, look at that. Okay, so that's their old rank. Now we update their rank. And then we get the new rank. And then we return all that. Easy peasy. All right, now over here, what do we call this thing? We called it point change results. Point change results. And we can put all this stuff in. Cool. So gifted points to username. New total is going to be new num points. Old rank, new rank. Their rank went from old rank to new rank. Oops. It's going to look a little weird if you stay in the same rank, because it'll say their rank went from number 1 to number 1. So maybe we have a custom message there. Const rank message equals old rank equals new rank. And if it does, we'll just say their rank stayed the same at old rank. Otherwise, their rank went from old rank to new rank. Sounds good. Now we put this in here. And we'll put the period at the end, I guess. Yeah, see point rankings there. Yeah, cool. How about rank +1? The +1 isn't needed because they already start with 1. They're 1 indexed. I think we're good. I think that's all we need to do. Except for this. This needs to change. Point something something point change result. return old rank, new rank, and new num points. Oh, wait, no, I did not handle what happens if the old rank is -1. So, fine. Old rank string equals old rank equals -1. Unranked or that. Good. All right, I think we're done. Let's try this out. So code avid package database, pnpm watch, and then code avid package bot, pnpm start. Okay, so now we don't have the website running though. I guess we need that too. Pack web. All right, is it possible to go from rank X to -1? No, because it's only -1 when you don't have points at all. Okay, so now we go to this test thing and we open up the test leaderboard. Okay, so let's take Fatudi here. Fatudi is currently rank 3, and I'm going to bump them up to rank 2. So gift Fatudi GG 4 points. New point total 6. Their rank stayed the same at 1. They're not 1. Wait, I'm now in 3rd place. That can't be right. It is right. I don't know what to tell you. Hey, Jay. So that means that modify points isn't working correctly. Let's take a look. Get point ranking and get point ranking. We have old rank and new rank. This is before and after giving them. Yep, that sounds good. So select from points, interjoin users. So here's what I think is going wrong. I put this where clause here, and this is giving me only one user all the time. I think that's the problem that we have. Yeah, I agree. I don't think Den's rank works that way. So I think we need to do the same sort of thing that we have over here, which is just get all the people who have more than 0 points. And I don't even know where this went. Get point ranking here, yeah. So we put this here, and then now the response is going to contain. Now it's going to contain a bunch of people. And now we have to find the one that matches the UUID, but we're not selecting UUIDs here. So this one wouldn't work. We have to also select users.id. There's probably a way to do this directly through Postgres. It's like a sub-select or something. And I prefer to do things that way, but I just don't know how. PostgreSQL select from select. Ugh. This is where my database knowledge starts being like, don't do it, Adam. Don't do it. Just use TypeScript. Every part of me is fighting this. All right, well, let's start by just using TypeScript and seeing if that works. And then maybe let's try to learn how to do this correctly. So for lat I equals 0, it should just fill everything out. Yeah. Okay, if this is this, then return response I.rank. This can't be undefined. Oh, this could be undefined. I see. So if response is undefined, then return -1. All right, I think we should be good. Unnecessary conditional. How's that possible? This can't be undefined anymore. Oh, interesting. Yeah, okay, cool. I don't use an ORM, but I'm using a query builder called Kuzulu. Subquery join. All right, let's put this here. Thank you, yo. to do, figure this out. I want to test this. Let's go restart this. Okay, so we gift Fatudi -2 points. New point total. Their rank went from number 2 to number 3. See point rankings here. Yeah, nice. Nice. Okay, so now let's give someone new some points. So let's go with Tim. Give Tim 1 point. Their rank went from unranked to -5. It's what I wanted to have happen, but now I'm questioning whether that's the best way to say it. Maybe they went from being unranked to being number 5. Yeah, maybe I just say being unranked. Yeah, I think that's maybe a little bit better. Why not they are now ranked 5? Because that doesn't make it clear that they were unranked before that. I want to give as much information as possible. Let's try this again. We're going to gift Courageous Mayonnaise 1 point. Their rank, no, yeah, their rank went from being unranked. No, that's a bad string. I think I'll just make a special message. Let rank message equals this if old rank equals -1. Then we're going to say a special message here. They went from being unranked to being number $ new rank. Yeah. Okay, otherwise, we can do all this other stuff that we have, right? Old rank string. This is just going to be old rank. All right, how's that look? So if they didn't have a rank, they went from being unranked to being new rank. Otherwise, their rank stayed the same at old rank, or their rank went from old rank to new rank. This should probably be number sign there, yeah. Okay, I think we're good. So now we gift a point to, again, somebody new here. Let's pick J. Whoops. Oh, that's another fix I wanted to make, actually. So we should write that down too, I guess. Allow for gift to have no arguments. Okay, so let's see. It said they went from being unranked to being number 5. Okay, good. Now we give them another 10 points. They went from being ranked number 5 to ranked number 2. And now we give them 0 points. Their rank stayed the same at number 2. Awesome. Yeah, I like this. I think it's pretty good. It's someone goes back to 0, should it go to being unranked? I don't think that's a very common case. If we do -11 here, their rank went to being -1. Yeah, I mean, ideally, sure, but I'm probably not even going to code for that. Like, yeah, I recognize this is technically a very, very small bug, but how often will I ever do that? Switch or match statement instead of ifs. I could really just use a ternary here. I think this is a little bit cleaner, though, than a ternary. Using a switch for this, I think that there are only 2 clauses. It's fine to just use an if. I mean, we could see what it would look like, but case -1. Actually, I shouldn't remove the old code. Let's just duplicate it. Missing braces. I clearly don't know how you do switch statements in TypeScript. How do you do switch statements? I don't know the syntax for these. Oh, it's curly braces around the switch. Oh, wait, no, I had that though. But then What's... Am I even looking at the right thing here? Let's just go find the actual manual. Case, colon, and then curly braces. Okay, fine. Do they automatically break or do they automatically fall through? I think they might fall through. Okay, I don't think I like this better. Yeah, this is where we would have this code now. And then a break. Are points being given out? No, this is all in the test channel. Now we are going to run into an issue here. Let's say YouTube does become way more popular than Twitch for this stream. This is all giving points out with the assumption that they're Twitch users. The old rank equals new rank is also a case. Oh, I see what you're saying. But that's a different thing I'm switching on. Oh, I guess you're saying just put case new rank here. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I think that's good. I don't know. I think they're kind of the same either way. This unfortunately adds in breaks. Is there a TypeScript playground I can go try this out in? So we're gonna do switch 5, case 5, console.log. It's 5. And then a default. This is the default. Okay, now we run this. No, it does log both. Okay, so there is no, I know my head is blocking this, but you can see there's text there. There is no fall through prevention. It does fall through by default. So if I put a break here, then only one thing prints. Yeah. Okay, well then, yeah, there's no way to get rid of the breaks. Some languages don't do that, and they make it so that you explicitly have to continue because that's the exceptional case. Then just return the message rather than breaking. Yeah, that would work. Yeah, fine. I don't mind doing that. Get rank message. Okay, put this here. All right, now search for these things and just return. All right. Old, new, const, delete all that, delete all that. Unsafe assignment of any value. I apparently didn't make this return a string. Wait, what? Shouldn't it know that it's returning a string no matter what? What does it think is unsafe? Oh, right, this. Okay, now what's the problem? What? Does it not know these are numbers? It does. Old rank, new rank. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Yeah, weird. I don't see an issue with this. Yeah, restart. I'm guessing it's that. Because I don't see an issue. Let's see if it highlights them again. Nope, looks like it's fine. Yeah. TS pattern is really cool. Structural pattern matching, exhaustive checks. Yeah, I think if I were doing something more involved, that might be good. Take care, Tim. Have a good day. Yeah, the abstracted to break by default, I think, is how Rust does things. Rust switch. Yeah, we do not worry about fall through. Yeah. Okay, so this is good. Now we need to go look at this. If I meet, yeah, go as well. No idea switch statements fell through as I've always returned and never use one for reassignment like that. Yeah, and very rarely do you want them to fall through. And I think more often people don't know that they fall through and then have strange behavior. It's like this sort of beginner mistake in C where you do something like if I equals 5, and when you test this, I mean, this is always going to be true. You'll always hit this. And when you test this, maybe you're like, oh yeah, this hit this and I expected it to because I was equal to 5 at the time. But what this is doing is it's assigning I to 5. And then because that was successful, it's going to always hit this case, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, well, for a long time, actually, I think people started doing things like this, where they put the constant on the left side so that you couldn't make that mistake. And if you accidentally typed a single equal sign, it would give you an error because you can't assign a constant to something else. And now we just have linters. Ah, I see. Yeah, the exhaustive type checking I think is pretty good about Rust. Yeah. Yeah, by the way, whew, things have changed a lot in development, huh? I think the newest thing is just using AI, and even I don't know, even for stuff like this, it's pretty helpful. It's like if I wrote something here, async, um, maybe like add a point to user. I don't type pretty much anything, right? It just knows, okay, you probably want an ID and a username, and then call this function modify points 1. It's like, yeah, that is what I'd probably want if I were to write a function like that. Do you think the AI gets offended when you delete its code? Do you think it's got like a rage counter and it's just slowly incrementing? So it's like, I can't let you do that, Adam. All right, you can join a subquery by providing 2 callbacks. This always just makes me groan. All right, let's see. We got to select from person and inner join. And then from here, we do a select all. So we want to select all the rankings and we want to do a select after that. Interesting. So this is working code, we're pretty sure. Let's paste that in its own file. Now let's fix this. So we do a select here. And do we call execute? Select all. No, we just need another select. I don't think this is going to work the way I think it should. Is that what GPT? It's with Copilot. GitHub Copilot. Have to turn off the AI stuff working on proprietary code. Yeah. Yeah. That's too bad. It really is pretty nice. When did I start using it? A month and a half ago, maybe 2 months, something like that. Probably about 2 months. Actually, if you look at my journal, check out the journal command. Let's get my voice control thing to paste this in for me. Okay, so we can probably find where we started using it. No, we can't. Okay, well, that was worth a shot. All right, I guess I can just test this out, right? I think we would do another select here, and we would select rank, and then do another where. I don't, this isn't going to work, is it? I don't know. Users.id in SQL select from users. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. Yeah, I don't think you can. I don't think you can do things this way. We're getting back. Ugh. Yeah, their GitHub repo says that it's pronounced differently from how Finnish people say it, and it's apparently a Finnish word. And I'm probably doing a bad job. I think it's slightly better than the GitHub way, at least. So here they had to select from, and then within the inner join, they do some select. I guess that's the part I'm not doing. Expression builder. And then a join builder. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do this the way that I had it before. How am I getting autocomplete so fast? That's probably just Copilot. Check out the Copilot command. Is it not going to say that? Check out the Copilot command. What is going on? All right, whatever. I'll just type it. It sometimes doesn't hear me saying the word command. Anyway, yeah, Pat, I will probably do that. I'm going to switch back to this old code here. I always find these like very scary statements to use subqueries here. Yeah, so response, I find index is not exactly what I want, I guess. Find row ID equals this. And then we get the rank of that. Object is possibly undefined. Oh yeah, so question mark rank, otherwise -1. Okay. Yep. I want to do one other feature here, but I guess we should probably just go test this out really fast. Do I need to do anything else? I don't think so. Do I have any other tabs open? Did I close them all? Seriously? Fine. Okay, so let's look at the current leaderboard. I've got the most points. We can't change that. Sorry, there's no command to change that. I just always have the most. And so we'll gift wing out -2. Uh-oh. What happened here? Didn't even respond. Something must not be running. That's running, that's running, that's running. What did I do? By the way, I could change this to be ID. What did I do? Like, why would this not even... Does any command work? Okay, that works. Wing out -2. Maybe the bot wasn't running at the time. I don't know what happened there. Okay, anyway, rank went from... three to 4. I think it just didn't give me any output for that. I don't know what happened with that. If I refresh this, does it show? That's peculiar. All right, let's give them a point now. Ranking went from 4 to 3. That's correct. It should stay at 3. Whoops. Rank stayed the same at 3. Nice to see you. Back for the streams from a long vacation to Australia. Oh, nice. Yeah, thanks for resubbing. Good to see you again, too. I don't know if you've seen the emote yet, but now Adam Jump is a jump time emote that I believe Quickie Joe made. I'm pretty sure. Okay, anyway, this seems like it's working now. Yeah, and then let's gift a point just to test. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, so I'm going to check this in, and then we're going to do the final bit about gifting points, which is not requiring an argument to exist, so I'm giving 1 point. That looks good. Guess we can do things this way. Yeah, so get point ranking is for a specific user. Do I want to somehow reuse that? I'll need to take a look. The rest of this stuff looks pretty good. Yep. Cool. Okay, good. Yeah, so let's just take a look at that one file, bot database. And let's see the other part where I use the dense rank thing. Can I reuse the other bit that I have? Well, let's put these both into their own file. That way I can see it more easily. This is get point ranking, and this is get everything, right? Okay, we got a whole bunch of joins over here. So I don't think we'll be able to do it. We could make this. We could extract this out and use this in both spots. And also use the same where clause, maybe. So we'd pass in a query that I don't think this is worthwhile. Did anyone ever trick me into saying it? No. Not those. Although someone did get me to say this. I don't know why I'm typing it out. It's not dangerous for me to say. But then that cracked me up. For anyone who hasn't seen this, so a while ago, 2 weeks now, I think, we did the code jam. Yeah, I have the jam command. Oh, I should probably have that. Let me change this. Learns code jam. Where are the results? Ah, here it is. Okay, so copy, link, share. All right, so ecom jam. Adam ran a code jam from February 7th to February 11th. See the results here. Check out all of the projects in this video. The next jam will likely be a game jam in April, May, or June. Will update when I have more details. Anyway, okay, so what I was going to say is I made a project that listens to what I say and then runs certain things based on that. So for example, when I say check out the keyboard command, it will actually detect that I said it and then, yeah, good, I was going to say the better work, and then it will use the command in chat. And so when I say this phrase, engage privacy mode, it will switch OBS into this mode where now you can't see my screen anymore. So that has generally been pretty effective, and I'm very happy with it. I wonder if my code is on GitHub. It had better be. Make sure my vocal streamer code is on GitHub. I already know what it is. I remembered as I typed it out. Yeah, the privacy mode screen is pretty important. Oh man, nothing quite like leaking everything that's private. Hey David, welcome to the stream. All right, let's check this in and then let's make the final feature that I want to make here and then let's take a quick break. So show someone's change in rank upon gifting. Cool. And then the last thing that I wanted to do, and this should be pretty fast, is that when your params length is less than 1, to say this, and this is optional. And so now if you had a second parameter, this params 1 as string, otherwise 1. Unnecessary conditional. Expected this to be possibly null or undefined. Oh, it can't be because I said it was a string. Yeah, that works. Use length equals 0. Wait a sec. Param 0 is the username. Is less than 2. Yeah, I guess you just need 1. Okay, fine. I don't know why that math is hard for me. It's like 2 numbers. Too large of a search space. All right, that should be it. We should just be able to run this now. Okay, so now when I gift someone a point, B4UX1T3, and I don't put any number afterward, it defaults to being 1. If I put no username, and I should still be able to specify a number at the end, right? Yeah. Very nice. Very, very nice. So make point amount optional in gift. It defaults to 1, which is the amount I most commonly give out. Okay. Now we hit sync, and in about 5 minutes, it'll just be live on the bot. So that means it's break time. For people who haven't seen this, by the way, every once in a while, I like giving this set of instructions. Is this project open source? That was part of Abbott, which is, depending on how you define open source, it's a maybe. There is no license, so it's not licensed for other people to use, but the source is visible. So what I just put there was like bot database.ts, and we should see the modify points thing in here now. Modify points, yeah. So yeah, you can only see the code. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so Jump Royale, a lot of you already seen this, but the way that this is about to work, I'm going to switch to this game, something I made on stream back in December. You just type join in chat to join, no need for an exclamation mark, and then type J and a number. Number is negative, means you're going to go left, and if it's positive, you're going to go right. Yeah. And that's how it works. Can I contribute to this? Writing tests, creating refactoring PRs, etc. You can. I want to make it clear though that I'm the only person who's ever really going to use the code. So if you're fine doing something like that, then by all means you can contribute. But like the goal is never to make this a general purpose bot that people can just go like download and use for their stream. So if you're cool with that, then the only other thing I'd say is keep PR small when possible. And other than that, yeah, have fun and thank you. So yeah, for those of you who've never played this, you got 40 seconds to join once I do this. Is it jump time? I'll be back. It's jump time. Congrats, Rensu. Close the game. All right. So let's go back to what I was doing here. So we did this stuff. Oh yeah, this should already work now. So let's try this out. So I'm gonna gift somebody 0 points. Already got to be on the leaderboard. Points, and it should do everything that we already were doing. Yeah. So let's gift Yo 0 points. What did I do last? Let's gift and remove a point from somebody just to test the other thing to make sure it's working. Okay, yeah, it's working. All right, that's that. Automate putting YouTube VODs in the right playlist. Should be pretty easy, I hope. Just want them to be unlisted and in a public playlist, and the playlist should be sorted by the current year. I gotta write another stream task down. Co-working task. Message and Dorn about no longer uploading Twitch VODs. Just need to put the playlist in... No, put the video in the right playlist. Which should just be by year of the stream. Yeah, so this part about putting them in the right playlist, I think automating this is a good idea. I've never dealt with any of this stuff before. Automating this, I mean. And YouTube generally has pretty good... Wait a second, do we even need to put it in that playlist? What happens when you go to my channel right now? There's already the live button. Would people need more than this? Probably, right? How do you even search through this? Yeah, you can't. Well, I mean, you can search, but how do you filter it by year or something like that? Yeah, I think we should automate this. Okay, well, it's something we could do now, but I want to look through the rest of the list and figure out what tasks are worth tackling. So automate putting my YouTube live streams into the right playlist. It should find a playlist by year, create it if it doesn't exist, and then add all live streams to the right ones. This would probably, since I've never done something like this before, my estimate is this would take like either a half day or a day to do. I assume if you've used the YouTube API before, it's probably not hard. There's probably APIs for all this stuff. And then we need to actually run this on some schedule, Probably from the mini PC. Okay, so this is its own entire stream task then. Let's just add it to stream tasks. Yeah. Where's the add button? Oh, I'm logged in as the wrong user. That's why there's no add button. All right, so add to stream tasks. We're going to say automate category or automate adding YouTube VODs to playlists. Okay, we'll just copy paste what this is. Good. That's not a super important task. Make a monthly calendar. Wait, I just deleted the right thing, right? Yeah. Make a monthly calendar reminder to see if Discord.js got a new release. Check this page. I just leave this on my to-do list and I end up checking about every month anyway. Still hasn't. I find this very peculiar because they've been closing bugs. Look at this. Like closed last week, closed yesterday, 2 days ago. February 2023. Wait, what? Maybe they're not closing a lot of bugs. No, yeah, closed 2 days ago, closed 3 days ago. Anyway, all these bugs have been closed. Maybe some haven't been fixed, but just closed. But there have been fixes. And to not have a release since November means those fixes haven't actually gone anywhere. Oh, man. Hey, Crows. I guess I should just add a calendar reminder at this point. Reason behind this is this issue that I want to have fixed in my Discord. So even this is pretty low priority, I'd say. Yeah, fine. I'll do this later because it involves my personal calendar, I guess. And I say later because right now it's still the morning for me. It's 11 a.m. And this is it's what you see. This is what's happening right now. In the afternoon, we're going to be doing a co-working stream where it's sort of like this, but with less talking and less screen sharing. And I really want to try this out. So I if you're enjoying this stream, the feel of it shouldn't be... No, actually, the feel of it will be different. So never mind. Yeah, because I won't be talking as much. The last time I tried co-working, I was doing this, but I just wasn't sharing my screen. And people are like, this sucks. You shouldn't do this. I do not remember that SpongeBob episode. And I have watched a decent amount of SpongeBob. All right. So figure out what I'm doing for alert. Yeah, I still don't have a plan for this. I'm just going to bump this to the bottom of the list because I don't want to come up with a plan for that just yet. All right, what next? Follow the tutorial on connecting GitHub and Twitch off stream. Seems like it'd be straightforward enough. I don't want all that stuff on stream. I kind of want to do this on stream anyway and just make a fake GitHub for it. What is this tutorial? Is this for Lucia? Yes. This really shouldn't be that hard. What do you need to make a new GitHub account? Create GitHub account. Let me take a look at this off screen for a sec. Enter your email. So I need an email address. Adam@adamlearns.live. Email is invalid, already taken. Okay, Adam2@adamlearns.live. Continue. Create a password. I don't want to do this now. Also, their sign up page is awesome. I really like this. Yeah, I think we'll do this later. What I'm worried about is, do they require a phone number or something? I don't remember when you sign up because I haven't signed up for years now. But as long as it doesn't require a phone number, I think I can just sign up for an account and then, yeah, just do this on stream, but with a fake GitHub account. That way there's nothing to leak/lose. Yeah, no phone number required. Okay, yeah. Yeah, then I think we can do that. I think part of this is going to be like prioritize the next few days or something. Did I write something for Friday already? Yeah, get bot commands to work on YouTube. Yeah. I think that would be helpful. I think that can bleed into next week a little bit too. I'll have the community management meeting on Saturday, so we'll probably get some more direction from that. Okay, well, I mean, I do have this written here, OAuth stuff. I guess we'll just add it as a stream task. Can I add a column? New column. What do I call the one in the Abbott to-do list? Next up or something? Yeah, next up. I want that. Next up. I want the same color too. Which color is that? Second to last. Okay, now we drag this over to here. And in next up, I guess technically this. And then I want to do the OAuth stuff. Learn Lucia OAuth stuff. So it's basically just follow this tutorial. Follow this tutorial. The goal is to eventually be able to sign in as people on Twitch and perform actions as them. I want solid notes on all of this. Then as proof that I learned something, I sort of want to make the command CRUD interface for moderators. Or maybe it's just for me with specific tools, like updating the today command. I don't know, whatever. We'd figure that out. I'm going to just create that. I think we already have something about the web interface. Yeah, but I think it's over here. There's just so much stuff. Oh my goodness. What is that one? Run test 3 GitHub actions, yeah. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, this one. Okay, I want to link to this issue. There we go. And we put this down here. Edit. Okay, the goal of this is to be able to sign in as people and perform actions. I want to make the command CRUD interface. There we go. Not getting the goal here. Are you trying to run GitHub actions through Twitch? Is that it? Okay. Right now we have the bot site, so a.bot.land, and that's for seeing commands and searching through them. We don't have something for editing commands. That's what this CRUD interface is that I'm talking about. Technically, the R is already done. That's this part. But create, update, and delete are not done. And it'd be nice to just sort of prove that I know how to do this stuff. So the way this would work is, let's say you're a moderator in the stream. So you're whatever, every Juan. Every Juan goes and logs in on the site, and the site asks for permission to do things on Twitch, and it fetches his status as a moderator so that it knows he can use the commands, or he can edit / delete commands. Is that not doable via Twitch chat? It is. And so this is not high priority. It's not like moderators can't already do this through Twitch. It's just mostly like a pairing a learning with a project. The learning is like Lucia OAuth, and the project would be the CRUD interface. So it's kind of questionable. Should I even do this? Like, it would take time. It's not really something that's needed, and yet it would probably teach me much more about this. And for that reason, I think it's worth doing. Plus, at some point in the future, maybe I'll want, well, I don't want to base things on at some point in the future. It's pretty much just this. I want to learn this thing no matter what. So like, that's going to happen. But then, yeah, how do I prove that I know it? What do I do as a project for it? Not seeing how GitHub fits the use case here, other for learning purposes. I don't think GitHub factored into this. I'm not sure where that's coming from. Maybe because I said something about I'm not running tests on GitHub, but that was just me scrolling through this giant list of tasks that I have and seeing one about GitHub and forgetting what it was about. So that might have just confused you. I'm not sure. Or maybe there's something else that's going on here. Oh, wait. Oh, I see. Oh, because it says the tutorial is on connecting GitHub stuff. Oh, yeah. Because GitHub allows for OAuth tokens as well. And so this tutorial is written for GitHub. So I would learn via GitHub, and then I would just use Twitch tokens in the end. And it should all be the same general stuff. Sorry. Yes, that was the confusion. That's definitely my fault. Sorry about that. All right. And I said something about use a fake account. Where did I write this down? Or did I write this down? I probably closed out of it. Okay, yeah. Make a fake GitHub account for this so that there's nothing to leak. -1 points. I was just testing something. I gifted you a point and then I took away the point. Hey, Florin. What am I working on? I am doing a bunch of kind of random stuff. Check out the today command. So that should, yep, there we go. So yeah, I'm just going through my to-do list. It's here if you want to click it. And this is all the stuff we're working on. Every random little thing you see. Oh, by the way, so the way commands generally work is you don't need to type them a second time. And by me saying to check it out, it just automatically types it in a chat. So just a little tip for the future. Okay, so I think we are done with that one. Make sure I code the April 1st game. This is one for game ideas. Make sure to advertise exactly when this will happen, probably like an hour into my stream. Yeah, I need to pick a time for this. So I am very, very much a fan of April Fools. And I think I got a command for April Fools. Yeah. So I've been doing something every year since 2016. They're not all funny or great. They're just like really goofy things a lot of the time. But I want to do something this year. I know there's a question mark just because I haven't done it yet. I'm not going to share what it is yet. But there is a live component to this that I do need to advertise. So I need to figure out what time that's going to happen. There's a cooldown. It's just the cooldown is set to 4 seconds, I think. And I think 4 seconds had passed between when perhaps you typed that. So April 1st is what, a Monday? 2024 calendar. April 1st is a Monday. So it's already going to be a stream day. And I normally start at 9 a.m. So I need a 10-minute window of time. What would I do on April 1st, though? Yeah, I think I need to wait at least like an hour. Let me take a look at something really fast. Doing something off screen right now. I want to see. There are viewer counts somewhere. Show me average viewers. Yeah, so here's today's stream right now. This is the average view count over time. Can I just say live views? No, I guess average viewers is what I want. So you can see after about 30 minutes, I've hit, well, I guess it still rose after that. Although there was a raid somewhere from Fritz. So I need to wait at least like 30 minutes to get to a stable view count. So yeah, I think we just wait until an hour in. So I should probably just book this now and say it's going to be at 10 a.m. that day. Yeah, I think we're going to just do that. Let's just say it. Whatever. If it needs to change, it changes. So 10 a.m. All right, so we click this and we make an announcement. So what do we say for this? Mark this on your calendars. This is when we'll be doing a very confusing April Fool's event. It'll be a game that lasts for 10 minutes that will probably never play again. Yeah. Adam has no, I guess I'll say I have no idea how it's going to go. Excuse me, man. What's stuck in my throat? Cooldown applies the voice command tool. No, I think I'm immune to the cooldown. I think I can type things as many times as I want. Same thing with any mod. All right, so mark this on your calendars. Then we have the date. This is when we'll be doing a very confusing April Fool's event. Maybe I'll say we'll be playing a very unique game that I came up with a while ago. It'll last. Hang on, let me just cough a bunch. Okay, let's see if that helps. Ferret, this is very heartwarming. I've learned your opinion on what's funny. Definitely vibes with mine. Were you here for Chat Royale, Ferret? Because that was another thing that I thought was fun that I think some people enjoyed and other people are like, well, you look like you were having fun, Adam. I was playing a very unique game that I came up with a while ago. It'll last for 10 minutes and then we'll probably never play again. I don't know how it's going to go, and it may not even be fun. Anyway, mark it on your calendars. My favorite ever was one of the extra hands. I was there live and I was dying. Okay, look, to see that live really must have been something special. I did it live, but I knew what was going to happen and everything. And I still remember that day. For anyone who hasn't seen this, it's there like 4 messages up in chat. It is this video, and I'll type this into. Why did that not work? Link copy to clipboard, but then yep, there it goes. Okay, I'll paste this into YouTube and into Twitch. This took a ton of time to prepare for, and I had planted someone in chat to ask me a question, but someone really legitimately asked me a question that led into this content. So that person got the full force of like, what in the world is going on here? Stream 4 days a week for 6 hours a day. That's what I'm aiming for right now. Yeah. And I guess I've probably kept up generally with that. But like this Friday, for example, I can't stream in the afternoon. Where's hours streamed? Streams. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, summary. 12 hours streamed in the last 7 days. Yeah, I took some vacation time. So I guess since we came back, 273 hours streamed. Not actually all that crazy. All right, I think I'm going to post this in Discord. Hey, Smoo. Boatland, huh? Yeah, that was a very sort of cringy video. All right, mark this on your calendars. We'll be playing a very unique game that I came up with a while ago. It'll last for 10 minutes, and I'll probably never play again. I don't know how it's going to go. It may not even be fun. Mark on your calendars. All right, cool. Monday, April 1st, 10 a.m. my time. Yeah. Okay, now I got to add that to my own personal calendar. So I'll put this here. Add to personal calendar. April 1st at 10 a.m. The game. 2 to 3 hours per day for 5 days a week. But I'm guessing you probably had a job on top of that. This is essentially my job. Well, being a content creator. So it's definitely easier when it's your full-time gig. Oh no, okay, well, anyway. If it's all you're trying to do, it is definitely easier than other stuff. But yeah, it does take a lot of energy, I think. Especially because I know I am a social person, but I am a very introverted person, and I'm usually just wiped out at the end of streams. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel lazy. I realized the implication there. It was a gamble. It was like an 80% chance that you're like, yeah, well, I did have a job, and yeah, sorry. But yeah, ramping up immediately to 5 days can definitely do that. Okay, so we've advertised this. I just need to code the game. I'm going to do that in March. It hopefully won't be a problem coding it. If there are any bugs, I'm not testing this with people. I want to make sure that no one has seen this before, basically. Maybe I'll get like one person to test this. It's going to be very silly. Also to run the business, yeah. Send a mail with MailChimp. This is something I got to do, but I got to do it during the co-working section, I think. So we'll put this here. What else? Figure out how to turn off this thing. I'm just not even going to turn this off. Right? Does it matter? Should we just do this now? Mac OS, turn off voiceover. Command F5. How do we stop this from ever being able to turn on? I think if we go to settings and then search for voiceover. I don't understand how I ever enabled this. It's off. Can I turn this on now? I don't really want to do this.
Welcome to VoiceOver.
Okay, I don't know how to stop that. How to turn off voiceover. I want to stop the shortcut from working. Keyboard shortcuts is in here. Accessibility. Ah, live speech. I see this accessibility controls thing. Isn't there? It's not in here. There it is. Turn voiceover on or off. That one. Okay, so I want to turn this off, but how do I do that in an automated way, I wonder? I think it plays jump around music, then it says it's jump time. Make more sense to switch those and have the voice first. I think it would make more sense, but the problem is that music is just set to loop and there's no ordering to it. So I would need to add some silence in and then like loop the file without silence somehow. Like, I agree with your suggestion. I do think it'd be better to have the voice come on first. Okay, let's go to Adam's Apple and figure out how I do any of this. um, well, I don't know. Shell, install, settings. I think I do something in here, something about keyboard shortcuts. Yeah, this stuff. Default right. This is to add shortcuts, so how do I remove shortcuts? It's probably a default read command I can use. Turn voiceover on and off. Accessibility, maybe I can find it in there. Well, let's take a look at defaults. Defaults, help. Can I see what all the domains are? Did I write this anywhere? Defaults. Any Mac OS stuff? Where's collapse all? Isn't there a collapse all somewhere? Ah, there it is, collapse results. Okay, anything about Mac? Could have sworn I wrote something somewhere. It might be in private notes though, which I don't know why I would have done that. Oh well. All right, let's keep trying to figure this out then. How do we figure out all the domains? Show all defaults, defaults, read. I don't know if anything's gonna be private here. It would like to access from other apps. I don't think that's what I want. I think I want defaults, domains. Okay, that's quite a lot. Is accessibility one of these? com.apple.accessibility. Okay, what's in there? Defaults, read this. There's something about voiceover here. Voiceover touch enabled. Nothing about a keyboard shortcut. Maybe it's in settings or preferences. I don't want to look through all this stuff. There's probably a way to turn this off. Maybe I'll just manually do it for now. Yeah, there, turn off. Okay. Well, I would have liked to automate it, but not worth it. Okay, Abbott work. Write a task to change a tailwind at some point. Looking at whether I should automate the creation of the Cloudflare tunnel. That I'm probably never going to do. Modify the Twitch command on Discord so that when there are no arguments, it links you to the web interface. Also, if it fails to find it, it should link you to the web interface. It could do a fuzzy search. In fact, maybe that's all it does. Maybe all it does is link to the... No, that's not a good idea. I don't know if I want to do this. Well, whatever. It should be a task. Go set that in the right spot. So change to Tailwind. Do we have anything about that in here? Getting a lot of those. I think it's just Twitch failing to stay connected. I think they're slowly switching away from IRC chat to their event sub-based chat. I'm probably never going to look through these things to ever prioritize them. But that won't stop me from adding new tasks. Okay, so switch to Tailwind. Where am I even using Tailwind anyway? This uses Tailwind now, and I'm pretty sure this does too. Index.astro. Code Abbott. Index Astro. Yeah, so I don't really think we need a task for this at all. I guess other people did it for me. Thank you very much, community. So yeah, modify this command so that when there are no arguments, it links you to the web interface. If it fails to find a command, it should just link you to the web interface. I don't think anyone's using this, so I don't think this is even really a problem. Like, yeah, ideally I should do it, but so what? Like the way this works is you can, let's go into any channel that I can actually show content announcements. So if I do /Twitch command and then I type something like today, it does the same thing it would have done through chat. So Thursday, Adam's going through a massive amount of to-do items. And so when you type a command that doesn't exist, Twitch command TODO, it just says it wasn't found. So what I was saying is it probably should say, here's the site you can use to go check. Honestly, it's so fast to do. Let's just go do it. Yeah, command not found. Check a.bot.land slash, yeah, this. And then the query just needs to be whatever trim value for similar commands, perhaps. I'll just do that. It did work. What are you basing it on? People typing join in chat? Because that's that's pretty interesting. You should make that available to people. You should host a service, $5 a month, find out when Jump Royale is happening. Join the local chapter of your Jump Royale club. Let's get ELO ratings on everybody. All right, so the only thing is here, I do inline code trimmed value. I guess here I just need trim value. Yeah, let's go test that. All right, how do I test this? I think we just go restart the bot and then go into the Adam Learns test Discord and then type Twitch command TODO. Ooh, that's not right. All right, and now it's fixed. Well, that wasn't too bad. Like I said, it wasn't very important, but it's done now. So now I can type something like TDAY, and it'll link me to here, and there's the today command. So yeah, pretty good. Now I can actually form that into a link. Yeah, maybe we should do that too. How do we do that? There's inline code, there's block quote, there's escape markdown. Somewhere alongside this, there's probably something like form link, escape masked link. How can this possibly work without having a URL? What? Hide link embed? Wrap URL into that, which stops it from embedding. Is there an embed for this? No, there wasn't. Whatever. Let's just look at their thing. What's it called? Discord.js. Form link. Could just ignore this. I think they're called formatters. Yeah. Hyperlink. Deprecated. Import this method directly from Discord.js. I mean, that's fine, but what's the... Yeah, this. Hyperlink content extends string. Content. And then URL. Yeah. Okay. Let's go try that out. So hyperlink. And then check hyperlink. So we have the content, check the command site. And then here's the link. Yep. Cool. Let me just change this to be that kind of string. All right, I think that'll work. Check that link. Oh, this is the webhook that you made? All right, let's see. This is why you don't tell Twitch chat anything. 3 more. We need 2 more people to type join so that it spams Patootie. All right, what do we have here? Yeah. Mario, thank you for resubbing. Productive. Have other people been productive today? Jump time bot. Wow, it's pretty funny. You haven't been? Okay. Well, is the stream potentially helping at all for that? Let's go test this out one more time. So is this a normal day? None of that co-working stuff? No, no, no. So the morning is like a normal day. The afternoon is the co-working stuff. So yeah, later to, oh, and that's the last thing I got to do. In fact, that's the thing I'm going to write down here. Set up for the co-working section by setting up the scene. We could always say that for the afternoon stream. But yeah, we're going to try that in the afternoon. So this is going to be a little bit difficult for me because I've been at this now for almost 3 hours, and my general stamina for tackling to-do items is about 1 hour. And I'm like, whew, that was productive. Time to go do something else. So to have done it for this long is already straining. And then this afternoon will be even more of that. So yeah, we'll see. But let's finish this up. I was just about to test it. So we go back to here, and now I type Twitch command keyboard. So command keyboard not found. Check the command site to see if there's similar commands. Interesting. Did you see that? If I click that link, it says it's taking me to the following website. But when I click this one, it doesn't ask me anything. So maybe I shouldn't mask the link. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't. Oh man, this is tough. It looks nicer this way, but then the UX of it means you've got to click two things. Whatever. I'm just going to leave it. What do I care? Who's even using this? Subtitles. I think you're maybe looking for this local vocal. ACOM subtitles. Adam uses local vocal for subtitles. And hey, Ted. I was just wondering about your age. Now, after the pain, I don't care. The pain. For anyone curious, check out the Adam's age command. So it'll share a link in chat, and it's not going to do that because it doesn't ever hear me saying command. And it's this. If you ever want to figure out how old I am, you can just read that page and then, maybe do some more. You can trust the link once. I can, yeah. But what I'm saying is other people will still need to trust it every time. Well, sorry. Each individual person needs to trust the link to stop that click from coming up. But nobody knows this command really exists, so I guess it's not really an issue. You can discover it just by typing /, but yeah. Rewrite your entire CV. Nice, yeah, yeah. I think having that one page is a good idea. Tried it twice. I guess I'm not good at puzzles. I don't care that much. You're a loss. You'll never know. You'll never know the joy of knowing an Adam13531's age. All right, so add link to command site. When you use Twitch command on Discord and the command isn't found, it'll link to the command site instead. No one probably even knows about the Twitch command. So this was probably a waste of time. Okay. I enjoyed it thoroughly. I liked making it. I like the idea that it exists, and it's very much me to do something like that. Normally, people are just like, you want to know my age? Here's my age. Not me. Okay, so co-working section of the stream. So I have this co-working scene, and I would take down the green screen. I think we need to put something on here saying, oh wait, there already is text. What does it say? Oh, it's there? Oh, it's black text, and you can't see it because of the green screen. So if I make the green screen not be green anymore. There, yeah, there's the text up at the top. We'll just figure this out later. I'm not going to do this now. Just go back to regular streaming. The bright green background. Which I can't even change anymore. Wow. Where is this? Here. Filters, chroma key. There we go. All right, yeah, I'll do that in the afternoon. That'll be the first thing we do. So show the focus on stream. So yeah, set up the OBS scene. So 25 minutes on, 5 minutes chat. That's what we said we were going to do. Yeah. Or to use Discord. Okay. Oh, no arguments. I'm not doing that. Yeah, whatever. That's done. I am freezing, by the way. Turned up the heat while I was on my last break. I do not feel it kicking in. So at some point over here in this Discord, this will just automatically work. Twitch command TODO. Yeah, so it hasn't kicked in yet, but it probably will. Anyway, we started with, I think, 10 or 11 pages, and we're down to 8. So that actually was a decent amount of stuff. Yeah. Let's fill out the journal. So to do Boston, spent the morning just going through my to-do list and taking care of things or filing them to other lists. "424 years old. Wow. It's a lot younger than me. 424. I'm 32 times your age. Whew. Getting up there in years. Yeah, I mean, I think we're pretty much done for this particular stream. There are a lot of other tasks here. I like having some small tasks and some technical tasks, and I think we did a pretty good mix of them today. Yeah. Still so much more to do. I think maybe I think the most important thing is probably setting up my second YouTube channel today. I should probably write that higher up on the list. Set up the mentoring channel on YouTube and link to it from everywhere. All right, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna get lunch. What time is it? 11:40. Call it Adam Leans. No, I'm gonna call it Adam Mentors. Hey, DeMonkey. How you doing? I am actually just about the end of the stream. I've had a good time. I'll be back in about an hour, and then we're gonna try this thing that I have never tried before properly, the co-working stream. It's gonna be like 25 minutes of not reading chat and just focusing on stuff, and then like 5 minutes of reading chat. And I want to see how this goes. You're notorious for that. You're a bad luck omen. Has the cat been presented to the stream already? She's been on the stream here and there. I don't know if you've seen the picture I have of her at least, but here's a picture of her. This is also my phone wallpaper. I absolutely love this picture. I just think it's so great. Yeah. Trying not to read chat challenge. Yeah, actually, it might be difficult because I'll probably still see some of it. She looks so, yeah, I know she looks a little angry, right? And then maybe type something in chat to indicate that I'm not reading it, and also to give myself a marker. How should we call you out if you read chat too much? I mean, just by telling me, probably. The last thing I want to leave you all with is the new video I made from Tuesday. If you haven't seen it, it is about 7.5 minutes long. Good thing to watch on your lunch break next time, maybe. But I do put a lot of effort into my videos. That one in particular took longer than normal to record. And it's just all normal, you know, tech content stuff, things I find interesting. I'm going to stop rambling now and go get lunch. So thank you all for watching. I hope to see you in the afternoon. If not, have a great rest of your day. See ya.